Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this crappy video quality because I still can't figure out how to edit videos on this Chromebook. If anybody knows how to edit videos on a Chromebook, please let me know. I'm also in the midst of trying to get an actual camera. I've said before that my phone camera is amazing, but the sound quality is crappy. Here on my computer, the video quality is crappy, but the sound is great. So, which one do you choose? I'd rather have crappy video, but good sound quality. Because trust me, you wouldn't like the sound quality on my phone, okay? I can promise you that. So, we're going to stick with the computer for now, and hope for the best. I look like crap. I'm sorry. I've been working outside all day in the yard, and just came in. But, life has been a little bit crazy the last few weeks, and so I haven't really gotten a chance to post anything, but August 14th I celebrated 4 years clean. 4 years. Big accomplishment. It's a hard day for me because August 14th is also Nick's birthday, and Nick is my boyfriend who passed away 3 years ago. So August 14th is always a mix of emotions for me. I try to put my sobriety first when it comes to that and celebrate that, because that really is a big thing to celebrate. It's literally a new life. But at the same time, I can't help but to wish that he was here to celebrate too, and that we could also celebrate his sobriety. But unfortunately, it's not the way it is, and, the best advice that people have given me is that, he'd want you to celebrate this day for the both of you, and he's with you, and he's your guardian angel, and he's helping you through this, and that couldn't be more true. I wholeheartedly believe that he is my guardian angel, and he has been with me this entire time. But I have told my story of addiction on this channel already. It's a pretty long video, so if you can sit through it, cool. If not, I guess long story short, I started using when I was about 19 or 20. It was right after I had a miscarriage, and I was already suffering from depression, so that miscarriage kind of took me down further, and I kind of gave up on life. And then a year later, I had my son. I didn't use throughout my pregnancy. I did awesome. It wasn't until after that they gave me pills coming out of the hospital, and they didn't give me many. They gave me like 7, I think. And I was like, why not? It's not gonna hurt. And at first it didn't. It wasn't until I got in a custody battle, and it went downhill from there. My depression kicked in more, and the addiction kicked in more, and I lost myself completely. And my son's father was also an addict. We were still together at this time, and it really, really went downhill. Nobody in my family knew about it. I hid it pretty well, shockingly. I used just pills. I never got into anything else. I've tried other things, but never got into them. Pills were my big thing. In June of 2016, I got arrested for drugs and drug paraphernalia, and spent 2 days in jail, and obviously I had to go to court because it was a felony. Then found myself again in another custody battle, and I had that choice to make of, get clean or lose my kid. And at this point, I had been wanting to get clean for a very, very long time. I was ready for so long, but I feared that coming out to my family and telling them that I had an addiction and I wanted help was going to hurt my custody thing more. I thought that would finally give them a reason to take it away, or take him away, because they're like, see, she's on drugs, she shouldn't have her kid, so she just admitted it, so we should take him. And I didn't want that, and that's what I was afraid of. But now it's all out in the open, and I'm like, well, everybody knows, I guess this is my shot to get clean. And I was told that because I was a first-time offender, they would end up sending me to drug court, and I would have to go through this whole program thing, and if I did a rehab and meetings and drug tests and all this kind of stuff, that the felony would be expunged off my record. So before my court date to do all this, I put myself into rehab. I went to an outpatient rehab at the same place that I go for my counseling, actually. I've been going to counseling at this place since 2013. And so I kind of knew about the program there a little bit, and thankfully my insurance covered it as well. Because I know that's a big, big thing. I feel that's a big reason why a lot of people can't get the help they need, because rehabs are so expensive. And where I live, thankfully, my insurance took care of that for me, and I was able to get the help I needed. And I got the help I needed 3 weeks after getting clean. I loved my son's father, and thankfully I did, because he was still using behind my back. And I knew that if I stayed with him, he was going to take me back down, and I couldn't do that. My son meant too much to me to let him do this. It was a very, very toxic relationship, pretty much from the beginning, but with drugs in your system, you kind of don't think of that or don't care. So I took that step, and I got clean on my own, and here I am 4 years later. I have full custody of my son. I am in a new relationship. Not really new. I've been with him for about 3 years. That's him. We've been together 3 years now, and he knows about it, obviously, and he is super, super supportive. He's been my biggest supporter through everything. I am so grateful for him. But what I learned this year on my 4-year anniversary is, that night I kind of sat down and I'm like, wow, this is just kind of like a normal day to me. Like, there's nothing special. I feel like I didn't do anything to celebrate this. But the more I sat there and thought about it, we went to the cemetery. I took my son with me. We do this every year. We went to the cemetery and let balloons go for Nick's birthday. And we also went and visited my grandfather's grave. He passed away in October of last year, and that has been the hardest thing I've ever had to go through, aside from Nick's passing. But we went and saw him with my son, and we went fishing with his little friend, and I sat there and I thought to myself, like, if I was still using, I wouldn't be here to see this. How can I want to miss this? It really put into perspective for me, like, how much of a big deal this really was. I'm able to enjoy things like this with my son. I'm able to see his happiness and his joy and be sober to remember it all. And we did some other things that day that just made me feel grateful to be here, and that I have these 4 wonderful years clean. A lot has happened, and I couldn't be more grateful for it. Again, I have this wonderful man by my side through it all, and I definitely could not have done half the things that I've done without him. My family, of course, has been amazing. I've definitely put my parents through hell, and they've still been here for me, and that's truly unconditional love. And I can't imagine life without them, for sure. I am so grateful for my son. He is the reason I'm here. He is the reason I fought for my life. He's saved my life, and he doesn't even know it. And the random I love yous I get, and the random hugs and kisses that I get every day, that makes it so worth it to me. It's just, it's the best thing ever. I am thankful for my best friend, who is also in recovery. We've helped each other out the last few years. She's definitely been my rock through a lot. I mean, we got so much dirt on each other that but yeah, definitely can't imagine my life without her, for sure. Her and her daughter. Her daughter's the cutest thing ever. I love her so much. Oh my god. That's a whole nother subject. But those two, they're more like family to me than friends, for sure. I'm thankful to have a job that, I am a manager, and I'm kind of building myself up in this company. I don't think I'm going to go much further, but at least I've put myself somewhere to where I know that I can do great things. And so that's pretty awesome. There's just a lot. When you're in addiction, you don't think that life can be any better. You think that drugs is it, and this is your life, and this is fun, and this is how I want it to be forever. I don't want to change this. For me, I remember saying the night before I went in for my first day of treatment that I was scared. I was scared because I didn't know how to be a normal person. It was 4 years that I was using, and I didn't know how to be a normal person. I didn't know how to function without the drugs, and I didn't think that I could. But here I am, and I did it, and I'm still doing it, and I plan to still do it. It's one day at a time. It truly, truly is one day at a time. I can't express that enough. I had the most amazing IOP and aftercare group ever. I love them all so much. They've definitely all been through a lot with me. My counselor has helped me a lot. Like, I owe that woman everything. The meetings that I went to and my sponsor, they're just all so amazing and just so welcoming and loving, and it's a no judge zone, and it's just amazing. They all know what you're going through, and I love that. I love that so much, because I need somebody to know what I'm going through, because it seems that people who haven't been through this do not understand, and they think that this was a choice. And while the first one may have been a choice, the rest after that were not. And there were many nights that I begged God to help me stop, because I didn't want to do this anymore. But if I didn't get up the next morning and do it, I was going to be sick and I wouldn't function. After a while, it's just to make you feel better. It's not even about the high. It's just to feel normal. Whatever normal is. And that's just no way to live. So, my thing for you guys is, if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please try to get help. It may not even be a rehab, but if you find meetings, you can find them anywhere. Anywhere. Truly anywhere. Trust me. They're really everywhere. Find meetings to go to, get a sponsor, and work the 12 steps. Because that is going to save you. Those 12 steps really open your eyes to what you have been through your addiction, and how much it's hurt other people, and how much it's even hurt you. And it's going to help you take that grudge away. You know, like, I hated myself for doing what I did. I never imagined myself going down that road, and those steps really do help. So get a sponsor, work those steps. If you can't afford to go to rehab, that is my suggestion to you. Just go to meetings every day. I know that sounds insane. I had to go to 4 a week. 4 a week when I first started. I think it was 4. Maybe it was 5. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it was 4. But 4 a week. And they also recommend 90 meetings in 90 days. So that's a meeting every single day for 90 days. Some people need that, and that's okay. These meetings are truly worth it. It's for me, it was never like, oh, I gotta go to this meeting tonight. It was always like, awesome, I'm going to this meeting tonight. I chaired in meetings, and that was awesome. It was truly awesome, and to help other people as well. That's what I want to do in life. I really want to be an addiction counselor. So that's kind of where I'm heading. Hopefully soon. You know, still trying to get out of debt from when I was an addict. So eventually. But get the help you need. In some way or another, get the help you need. And to the families of someone with addiction, support them. Even if you don't understand it, even if you are mad at them for what they've done to you, just support them. Support them through their recovery, because they're going to need it. Without that support, they're going to think that their life is worthless, and they're just going to go back out and use. They really need support now more than ever. So be there for them. Get the help you need. There's also Al-Anon meetings for the families as well, for you guys to understand addiction. Those are also all over the place. Please educate yourself on this and realize that we are sick people, and we didn't mean for this to happen. And we are trying our hardest to fix ourselves, and sometimes we just get stuck. Just be there for us and support us, no matter what. Help them. That's all I gotta say today. I'm gonna go and take a shower now because I gotta work tomorrow. But thank you guys for listening. I hope this can inspire someone a little bit. And again, if you need that help, please reach out to somebody. Please get the help that you need. Go to those meetings. Go to a rehab. You can do outpatient. Do what you gotta do. Because trust me, life is worth living sober. I promise you. You have more to live for. And you have a lot to give. And you can help someone else too. Good night, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.